Hello, this is Jen, the Liberty Lion, and since we've been talking about the word state a lot, I thought I would do some definitions. This is from the 1891 Black's Law 5th edition dictionary by West Publishing. Defines state. Now, I've been explaining to people for some time now that state isn't necessarily a location, but something in the minds of men, an idea, a type or form of government. So let's look at how Black's Law 5th edition from 1891 defines state. As a noun, person, place, thing, or idea. A body politic. Politics are something that exists in the minds of men. It's an idea. Society of men, so a group of men, and they don't particularly belong to a specific location. So recently someone told me a state had to do with a geographical location. And that's not exactly true, even though states are sometimes attached to a geographical location. And the state or form of government is attached to that location. You also have groups of people like Freemasons who have buildings or lodges or inns, whatever they call it, all over the world. So their state exists in their minds, basically, and then they have locations where they meet. A society doesn't necessarily have to be attached to a location. They can have buildings on lands, but the society is a group of people who have the same idea. Okay, they're united together for the purpose of promoting their mutual safety and advantage by the joint efforts of their combined strength. One of the component commonwealths or states of the United States of America. The people of a state in their collective capacity, considered as the party wronged by a criminal deed. The public, as in the title of a cause, the states versus A.B. The section of territory occupied by one of the United States. So states can be attached to a land, but a state doesn't necessarily have to be attached to a land. And the state is the idea that is enforced either in a particular place or among a group of people or among a group of people in a particular place. So the federal government is a state because the federal laws apply only on the federal lands. They have a particular form of government, which the federal government is to erect military posts and make rules, regulations, and laws for those military posts and the seat of government. The Republic of Texas, which did not cease to exist when the state of Texas was formed, is a state. It's occupied within a specific territory called Texas. So Republic of Texas is inside the territory of Texas. State of Texas is also within the territory of Texas, and it was erected within Texas. And the independent state is the Republic of Texas, and the dependent state is the state of Texas, because the independent state, Republic of Texas, allowed for the creation of the federal government's states, which are dependent states, within the territory of Texas. And the territory of Texas belongs to the people of Texas who created a government called Republic of Texas for themselves. Unfortunately, most people don't understand this, and what they've done is they submitted themselves to, by contract and voluntary positive act, which is the signature on various forms, submitted themselves to the state of Texas, which is a federal state inside Texas. So state, therefore, is a body politic or society, sometimes attached to a specific piece of land and sometimes not. Sometimes it's just an idea in the minds of men. Ideas in the minds of men are just social contracts. And that's state, or my interpretation of the definition of state according to Black's Law 5th edition, 1891.